Hi, this is the Don Manuel, or a fire bush, or a scarlet bush, which I have previously shown when I shortened this. Originally this was a tall one, and it was top heavy, and the worst situation is that it is reverse taper. There is still a reverse taper now in spite of my shortening that, but I will try to correct that as we go along. So since the last video, okay, what I did was to wire and to grow and these were the two branches that they were so tall, and this one did not yet grow. So what I did is I cut the two tall ones, those first shoots, and then this is now the response. It has more shoots which has grown, and I have also selected these branches and wired them, this one. So this is a stage now wherein I can remove the wires, okay, because the wires are already biting, okay, and I need to remove them. Okay, so this scarlet bush doesn't like wires. Okay, so okay, so that is the stage of wire they're in. And although the branches are still green, I wire them, and so also in the other branch, like this one. Okay, so it's already biting, so I need to remove them now, and I will do further work. So I will remove the wires now. I do not need to cut. I'll have to unwrap them. That's still okay, because this space is very loose. I can still work in any way I want. So, but these branches may not be able to carry themselves and will droop down. But anyway, okay, so see, so I removed the first wire. It's drooping down, but that's okay. I did not cut this. I just wired it because I'd like to thicken the base branches. So that's the major purpose. You let this grow first, and then so to thicken. Now I have I removed the leaves near at the base, so now the response is shoots growing out near the base. So actually I do not need this part anymore and up, because I have this shoots growing from the base, which will help thicken these branches. So okay, this will be my lowest branches, so I need them as part of my design. So basically that's it. Now I can actually cut them. Okay, I'll show you. See, these are the new shoots growing on that base. So as these shoots grow, it will help thicken this. So that was the first goal for these branches, to thicken that this base branch. So this one also is a shoot, which I will not cut first. I will let it grow for some time, also to thicken here. But this part here, this one is not needed anymore. So I need to carve this out. Okay, I have already cut those two twigs, or the branches, there and here. Okay, And now the remaining work that I'm going to do for this event or for this episode is to somehow reduce this so that it will somehow reduce the reverse taper. Actually, this branch and this branch are not needed because this is the front. See? And my next problem with that is this is an old even when I got this material, has been here, and water is accumulating inside. My fingers can get in, but it cannot get out. So I'd like to carve this out such that the water getting in will not stagnate and will not rot further the wood. And so I would rather make an oro here. So maybe carve this. Okay. So with the use of a knob cutter, I can further reduce this. See, I'll just nibble at it slowly, like that. So to further reduce it, and being careful not to damage this branch here. Okay. Also, the last time I thought these were the only two branches that will grow on this trunk, but then actually, well, I was lucky enough, but something grew from here, this branch. So this will now be the new trunk line, the new leader. So this one I will just nibble gradually, and hopefully I will be left with a bulge which will be only for this one. You really have to be careful, because otherwise, if you are not confident, you can let this grow. When it becomes strong enough, then that's the time you work on things like this. So especially when you're using a power tool, if it can throw you off, the power grinder can definitely throw you off, and you might hit this. So you'll be better off with this manual carving with a knob cutter. So as I've said, this branch here is not needed. It's out of place because that's where your front is. Okay, so I'm almost there. So to be safe, you have to be very careful not to. Okay, maybe you're not seeing anything, you're just seeing my knob cutter. So basically that it. I have a smaller one, so I can continue further. So I'll remove this now because it's bulging and it's not needed. So the foliage that will be growing from here should be somewhere from this and this. Nothing growing from here as much as possible. So this carving work the objective is to really create a sort of a flush once, so that it will heal easily. And sometimes you need to tie down your pot to your table, so that when you have to push it, you will still be able to do so because it's stable. So okay, so I think the rest I will do without the camera anymore. So I guess you get the point. Okay, I have done the carving. I'm finished with the carving, and it's a big cut mark, but I'm still confident that this will eventually heal as this thickens to half an inch. So now the next problem is I still have a sort of reverse taper when you look at this side. So I need to carve this out, this portion, so that it would, this will thin out, and hopefully by thinning this out, but it would be still bigger than here. So this one is also creating a reverse taper, and I need to choose which one I will cut. So, but I will not do that for now. Rather, I would carve out this one, because there is also a large cut here. So the carving would reach here like that, and probably I might as well just connect it there. See, at the back. So the live in supply will be decreased significantly, but I think that still can survive. So that's the plan, and let's do it. As you can see, I've also done at the back side, and the front side is here, front side is here. So I will continue. Okay, this side I'll try to reduce some more. Okay, so that's a carving. It looks funny though, but that's a lot better than it was before. So maybe I'll change with the smaller blade and cut farther. So this one here is bulging, so I think I'll just, okay, where's my, should go on the other side. Okay, I'll remove some more here. So, I finished with today's work. This is the new leader. These are the new suits that will help thicken the trunk. Also here at the back. So that's the front. And there are some tweaks that are needed, like this one at the top. These are not needed. However, I'm still going to retain them to help power this plant, because plant needs leaves, and right now all the leaves are new, so it may not be as efficient as an old leaf in producing photosynthesis, producing energy from photosynthesis. So I'm finished for the day. The last thing that needs to be done right now is just to apply some lime sulfur, and I'm done. Okay, you need to fill your water if it's hot. It's in the middle of the day now. Also, see you till next major work on this Scarlet boss.